creepy or cute? Were these little dolls possessed entities made by a warlock? Or did they just happen to be made during peak satanic panic? Today I'll be sharing with you my Cabbage Patch Kids collection. Xavier Roberts was the man who started Little People, which is what Cabbage Patch Kids were called in 1978. Later on in like 1982, he started licensing production rights to Coleco, which is when they started to be called Cabbage Patch Kids instead of Little People. Let's first take a look at this little body from 1991. The back of her neck says Hasbro. She was my first ever Cabbage Patch Kid. She's in the preemie size, so she's smaller bodied than a lot of them. See how tiny her foot is. And she's a doll that I'm super nostalgic about since she was one of my first dolls. This is her original outfit, and I think it is adorable. I love it. It says CPK on the front, and there's a pouch or a pocket. And I like to put this little stuffed bunny that I got in the 90s inside of this pocket. Here's the back of it. It's just Velcro. And it has like a heart pattern all over it. So she sat in my room most of my life in this basket that has a little pillow. The hat is hand knitted, and I just put it with her because it matches the seafoam green. I also love that the hands are mittens on this outfit because back in the 90s you didn't see that much. I know you see mittens a lot now for dolls. This is her birth certificate, adoption papers. And if you've seen my short with her in it, you'll know that her name is Cleo Wanda, which is bizarre and doesn't really make sense, but I believe they had a computer that came up with names for the doll. And then on the back it says she's from the Babyland in Cleveland, Georgia. And I've been to the Babyland in Georgia as a child. Here's her feet prints. It has her mother's maiden name. It says Della Francis Head. What is that? That's bizarre. I've never unfolded this to look at it, I don't think. That's weird. October 31st, 1955. Birthplace. Oh. It's saying her dad is Xavier Roberts, and he was born in 1955 on Halloween. Interesting. I forgot to mention her eyes are a purpley blue. Her mouth is pursed. The lips are not open. She can't take a pacifier. Moving along, we have this nice boy that's vintage. His head mold says, on the back of his head, it says 1982, so he's one of the original Cabbage Patch Kids. He's a little bit taller than my preemie that I just showed you, Miss Cleo. I don't know his name. He didn't come with a certificate because I found him at the thrift store. But his outfit is an original vintage Cabbage Patch sleeper, as you can see. He has blue eyes and his mouth is pursed, and he's got this excellent little tuft of knitted hair in the middle of his head, and I thought that was so sweet. I just had to take him home with me. What's so cool and unique about Cabbage Patch Kids is that they're all made with different face molds. They're all unique and different, and they all have different outfits that were not mass produced. So they're literally one of a kind. So I'd like to talk about this girl that I found at the thrift store maybe like 2 years ago. She's got orange knit hair and pigtails, and pretty green and pink polka dot ribbon that I added. I don't think that her dress is original because there's nothing on it that says, there's no insignia that says Cabbage Patch or anything. And I added these lovely iridescent mermaid-esque sneakers by Build-A-Bear, and they fit her perfectly. No underwear on her. She has a smiling face and blue eyes. She has the green sign signature on her butt. She's from the OK factory, and she's also 1982. And she's taller, so she's not a baby. Up next, we have this lovely girl that I got from one of my YouTube friends named Holly, who also has a YouTube channel. She's one of my favorites because she's got the yellow pacifier. This is the face mold number 4, also called the Passy Face. Isn't that so cute? So you see her little mouth is parted and big blue eyes, and she's got poodle hair. That's what this is called. So her pigtails are really pretty. And it kind of looks like a poodle right here, or like popcorn. You see that? The nape of her neck also says 1982. This is what the back of her hair looks like. This is her original outfit. And she's from the KT factory. I love how cute the 2 dimples are. That's my favorite. This mini one I found at the thrift store. I added this little diaper to her. I think this is her original dress, although she looks like she's missing something. She's in pretty good condition. And her butt doesn't say anything, so, I mean, this one might be handmade. You can let me know in the comments if you know more about her, but she looks like she's a brat face or a head mold number 2. They have the longer nose and 2 dimples and a little smile. And here is maybe her brother. I found him at the same time at the thrift store. And maybe you guys recall that from a previous video where I showed you what I got. And he's in his original, almost Christmas looking outfit. It's corduroy and it's really cute. I love it. And he's the same face mold, like a number 2 head mold. So I think they're from 1983 or so. And I don't think his butt is signed either, so maybe handmade. They are only like 6 inches tall or so. Which brings me to my next little Cabbage Patch Kid. She is 4 inches or so. And I think I might have gotten her at Babyland because my mom doesn't like Cabbage Patch Kids, so I didn't have many, but I think I did get this little doll in Babyland in Georgia when I was like 10 or 11. So here's her mini birth certificate. Her name is Vonnie Liz, and she was born on December 15th. So she's a Sagittarius, like me. I love her really straight, dark brown hair. She's got brown eyes, and it looks like her little tongue is sticking out. So it's fun to put her with a bottle or a sippy cup. I think these are the original utensils that came with her. So sweet. Here we have another one of my favorites. She is from the thrift store from just a couple months ago. She's got bright green eyes, freckles, a dimple on her right cheek. She's got 2 little bottom teeth, and her mouth is in a fun, excited, smiling face. She has really pretty yarn hair that's in a dark brown color, and she's in her original outfit that says CPK and has a heart and a paisley print skirt. It's a little loose, probably because the elastic is old. And then these shoes seem to be original too. They match really well. Little purple heel type sandals. One of her knees needs to be sewn up again. She's from year 2004, and it says play along underneath. She's got the blue signature on her bum. Her tag says Appalachian Artworks. She's one of my taller ones, so she's meant to be a little bit older, I think. This Cabbage Patch I just got at Christmas. You may have seen her in one of my videos. My mom got her for me, and she's definitely in my top 3. She is from year 2004, just like this one with the green eyes. And she was new in plastic and had never been opened or played with until I took her out this Christmas. She has really pretty pale blue eyes and eyelashes that are painted on. That's so cute. I love that she can take a pacifier. However, her pacifier she came with does not fit in her mouth. She came with this one, and because of the way her cheeks puff out, it won't go in at all. But I have this one from Babyland from when I was little, because I did get some accessories in Babyland, fortunately. You can see her little tongue. It's such a cute expression. I love this one a lot. Her outfit is really pretty with embroidered flowers on there, and then the ribbon is so cute, and the top has a pretty pink detail, and then this diaper is like made out of a tougher type of plastic. And on her butt, her signature is in black. I have no idea where I got these socks from, but I added them today. And the shoes are from my Precious Moments doll, but I thought they looked great on her, so she's borrowing them for the moment. This is the bag she came in. It says Cabbage Patch Kids Babies. So that's what she is. Here's her birth certificate, and her name is Rose Rebecca, which is pretty. And yeah, she's from Babyland in Georgia. I got this little guy for Christmas as well. And, well, he can be a girl or a boy. I put him in this nice dress and Build-A-Bear shoes. I think he came with the purple socks, though. I like that he takes a pacifier. See, he takes a much bigger pacifier because he's more modern. He's from 2015, and he has a dimple on his left cheek only, and his mouth is parted so you can see his tongue. And he's got eyelashes and brown eyes and very chubby cheeks. This little guy is also from recent times. He's dressed like a lion and has some face paint. He can also suck his thumb, but not very well. It pops out all the time. I got him at the thrift store. His arms and legs are cloth. He does have hands that are vinyl. Let's see his year. Yes, looks like he's from 2021. So I've also had the purple hippopotamus one and a blue one that kind of looked like a bird. He smells really good like baby powder. Some of the other ones that I've shown you still smell like baby powder, or they just have a really good smell that is indescribable. And then I got this girl at the thrift store 2 or 3 years ago. She has a butt chin, or one dimple on the bottom of her chin, and you can see her tongue, and she has 4 teeth on the top row and big bright blue eyes that are kind of a dark blue. And then she's got long curly blonde hair, and I think she's supposed to be the 2015 Celebration edition. I can't remember exactly. These are Build-A-Bear high heels, and she looks very chic and fancy in them. They're sequins with butterflies, very girly. Her underwear are really cute. They're pink. Yes, she's from 2015. She smells very, very good too, like baby powder. These were some of the first dolls who were marketed towards kids like a lot because of television in the 1980s. The way that these were marketed is why they took off, and why there were mobs of buyers at the stores, and why they eventually sold out. And so these were super sought after, thanks to how they were promoted, which inspired how our society marketed toys and dolls in the future to help make them cells. As a doll collector, I have very tough skin and not much scares me. However, there were people in the 1980s, like a sect of fundamentalist Christians, who were kind of scared of Cabbage Patch Kids because they thought they were possessed by demonic entities. I guess they didn't like the advertisements geared towards children because they had never been so strongly aimed at children in the past generations. And legend has it that while you're asleep at night, sometimes these dolls awake and they whisper and they say things. I wonder what they say because this one was beside my bed for many, many years as a kid and I never heard a peep. Some think that the birth certificates and the adoption papers that come with these dolls led many of the really religious people who were against them to believe that that's why they're possessed and have evil spirits inside of them, because they're very lifelike, or they're created to be like a real human child because of the adoption papers. That's one theory. And because belief in the occult was so huge in the 1980s, rumors were spread that Xavier Roberts, the creator or designer, was somehow a warlock, aka a male witch. For the most part, I think these dolls are super cute, some cuter than others, some have funnier faces than others. Not calling anyone out in particular. I appreciate their artistry though, and I also think it's cool that there were ones that looked like animals in the 80s. I don't have one of those. This lion is the closest thing I have. And also I wanted to mention, I had one that I could bathe with as a child, and of course it got moldy and I had to throw it away. But it had like a well and like an inner tube that she sat in while you took a bath, so it kind of floated and you would squish the well and water would come out the spout, and so the baby doll could take a shower with you in the inner tube it was sitting in while you were bathing, and that was really fun. Creepy or cute? You be the judge.